Good morning and welcome to our 2026 Spring Dealers Conference. We're excited for all of you who are joining with us live. I want to give a quick introduction. I'm Chase Williamson, the VP of Operations here at Tyvarian. I've got spotlighted Shauna Booth. She is our creative director. She makes all of the pretty things happen at Tyvarian. Anything that looks good, she's had her thumb on it. So we've got Shauna joining us here, and then we've got Caden. Caden is our sales and marketing guru. Usually you got to be old to be a guru. Caden's just, he's got it, and so he's earned the status of guru right now. So we're really excited to have Shauna and Caden join in with us today. We've got a lot to cover. We just want to first thank you for joining. Thank you for being a part of Tyvarian. Tyvarian's seen a lot of growth over the last couple of years. We started just supplying manufacturers and cultured marble, and we realized we have a competitive edge and that we can supply with our factories here in Utah, the entire country. So we have been growing our dealer base. Every time we grow, we are ultimately expanding our support network. So when we add a new dealer, it benefits us all. We're able to add more support, more team members, more lead generation, all the things that you need to help be successful. That's what we're adding every time we add a dealer. So we're really excited about that. Thank you for trusting us. Thank you for using our products. Before I jump into it and explain what we're going to be covering, I just want to give a little recap on probably something that's very close to home to all of us, gas prices. Gas right now is going through the roof. No one's immune to this right now, and no one's in the dark on what's going on. Obviously, this is going to affect us directly and indirectly, just as it's going to affect you indirectly and directly. We rely on petrochemical materials that are pretty much derivatives of oil. And so for that matter, our product is going to experience some ups and downs while the market is volatile. So that being said, we are committed to keeping you updated and to be very effective at communicating any changes that might happen or might occur through the next short season or long season, whatever it might be. But we know that as we experience this dynamic market, that we're going to get through it together. We always do. And we're excited to be here to support you through the thick and thin. So stay confident. There is a lot of opportunity out there, even with high prices and all the fluctuation. So we really think 2026 is going to be a great year, and we've got some awesome things to help you personally make it a great year for your businesses. So what we're going to be covering, we're going to be covering what's actually selling right now. We're going to go over some ordering and color updates, things that we've done on the back end to help you. We've updated our warranty, and then we have some exciting new products we're going to be sharing, and we have some sales tips and tricks that we're going to be presenting to you that you can, it's, 3 simple steps for you to sell more.
All right. Hey, everyone. Let's just dive right into our color report. So this report shows where the volume is really coming from when it comes to our color selection. And once you see this, it makes it a lot easier to understand what your customers are choosing. So let's take a closer look at our top selling colors for the past year. If you've seen a few of these conferences, all these colors are going to look familiar. You might have noticed that these colors really haven't changed much, and that's actually a good thing. It's showing that there's consistency in the market, and more importantly, it gives you something predictable to rely on. These colors represent over 83,000 square feet sold last year. So this isn't just a trend. These colors are here to stay. So you're going to want to make sure that you have plenty of samples in stock of these 6 colors because these colors sell. So now let's talk about why these colors continue to stay dominant. So why do these colors sell? These colors are warm, neutrals, and they have just enough movement to feel high end without being overwhelming. And what these colors all have in common is that it makes it easier for your customer to say yes. So from a customer perspective, these colors feel safe. They don't have to second guess if it's going to match their bathroom or if it's going to hurt them when they try to resell their house. And from a sales perspective, these are your low friction options. These are the colors that will help move jobs forward faster. But that being said, statement colors still sell. That doesn't mean that statement colors don't have a place. Statement colors are usually bolder veins, darker tones, more dramatic looks, and these are what create that wow factor. These can help get a customer excited and help you stand out. Here locally, we love to put a good wow color display in our showrooms because it shows to the customers what's possible. And while 95% of the time the customer is still going to choose something safe, sometimes having a color like this will get that customer really excited and choose this color because it's, you know, what they've dreamt about. So what are the biggest takeaways from this? We've seen a shift away from cooler grays towards more warmer, more neutral tones. Softer, subtle veining is winning over high contrast looks. And overall, customers are gravitating towards options that feel timeless and low risk. But the biggest takeaway is this: these top colors aren't just popular, they're your best starting point. If you lead with these, you're going to make it easier for your customer to say yes. Lastly, I just want to remind you all about our photo gallery that we have. This is one of our most underused tools that we offer. We've got a Google Drive full of real install photos that you can use in your marketing, whether it's your website, social media, whatever you want. Feel free to use these pictures, and they're all free for you to use. We've recently added a bit more content. We've got some Manchester, Juno, White Castle, White Crystal, and we've even got one of my favorites is that amethyst shower. It's gorgeous. I've never seen it in a beautiful shower like that. So that's something that'll really make your customers see what's possible with Tyvarian. And you can access all of these photos through the dealer login page on Tyvarian.com. There's just a button that's going to be at the top of that dealer resources page. If you click into that, it'll take you to Google Drive where you can access all of these.
Thanks, Shauna. I think that photo resource is one of the most underutilized tools, like Shauna said. Use that in social media, use that on your website, use that in your sales presentations. You can go in and download all those pretty photos and you can put them into slide decks, you know, however you do your sales, utilize these. These are what can inspire a customer to go, oh, wow, I want that. I need that. And that really is how you can, you know, up your sales. I've got some big updates for everyone. These updates mainly deal with the ordering system and the back end for when you're going to put in orders. We've gone ahead and done a whole overhaul, and this is mainly for the resale dealers, but the overhaul is designed to reduce all sorts of confusion, whether that's color confusion, size confusion. It's going to make your orders easier to review. Ultimately, your paperwork's going to be a little cleaner for you. And so what this looks like on your end, when you're in TyvarianOrders.com, now when you click on a certain part, you'll be able to see the color tile or a little thumbnail of what color it is. This is super important when you're dealing with colors that are very similar. We see this on our end, and we've seen it on your end before. Stone Castle, Sand Castle. One is brown, one is gray. They sound very similar. It's easy for someone to mix that up and to order that. And so we've tried to give you a visual reference so that whoever's putting in the orders make sure they order what the customer wanted. So Stone Castle, Sand Castle is a great example. Statuary gray and stratus gray, another great example. And so these visual cues hopefully will make things a little bit more streamlined on your side. But anyway, so take a look at the tyvarianorders.com and kind of roll through that, and you'll be able to see all the changes that we've made there. The second update we've made is to our color and our printers. So we have done a big update on what's called our RIP software. This RIP software is a critical component from taking our file and making it a printable file. Ultimately, this update in the software gives us better color accuracy. It speeds things up a little bit so we have higher print capacity. Ultimately, though, we just want to share with you, we are reinvesting in our technology. Everything that makes Tyvarian great, we want to put it back into that and make it even better. So we're committed to making our products better, and we really strive for that continuous improvement in all that we do. The last big update we have is to our warranty. So if you have not seen, we used to have what we essentially, I would boil down to a 10-year limited warranty. We've gone ahead and scratched that. A lot of our competitors are, going for this guaranteed for life, a lifetime warranty. And so we said, why not? Let's do that too. We know our products, once it's installed, is going to last a lifetime. So essentially, we're going to keep it simple. Our warranty is guaranteed for life. If the product has any manufacturing defects, we'll fix it, replace it, or refund the product, guaranteed. And so this is something that we really want you to utilize in your sales. This is something that you can capitalize on. You should print this out. It's a PDF printable document. Print that out, put it on a nice heavy cardstock, give it to a customer, make them feel like this is an important thing for them. A lot of customers get attached to the warranty. They want it, they're seeking it out. And so make sure that you're utilizing that in your sales. We've got some new products that we're really excited to announce. When you look at a Tyvarian shower, it has a high-end look and a high-end feel. I always tell people that. Well, when you look down at the drain, you might be disappointed. We typically see and use personally ourselves Sioux Chief, and it's a stainless steel strainer. They might have a matte black option, but ultimately you see two big screws holding that plate down to the drain interface. So we said that's something that we could easily improve on. It's something that fits in our realm of endless possibilities. And so we're really excited to announce our magnetic drain covers. Essentially, we redesigned your standard two-piece compression drain and three-piece compression drain. And we got rid of those bulky screws. We replaced it with internally sealed magnets so that strainer plate can come down and lock in with a magnetic seal there. What's nice about this is the customer can easily pry that off and then they can access the hair strainer. So it gives them two kind of levels of security so that they keep their drains clog free. It makes switching this out very easy for someone if they at any time decided they wanted an update to their shower. And so this comes in two configurations. Here's an example of the old versus the new. So you can see those screws have been done away. We now have just a clean drain plate. And I'll show you, this comes in the two-piece and then a three-piece configuration. These are also retrofit. So if you have this is, for example, a three-piece drain, if that's installed, you can then take our, I'm dropping things here. You can take our magnetic drain cover and you can retrofit. So any shower that has an Odie or Sioux Chief drain can be threaded in with our new retrofit kits. So that's also an option. But we're really excited. Once again, we believe in endless possibilities. So these drain plates now, we're starting with 3 variations. We have the orbits pattern, the bubbles pattern, and the waves pattern, and those come in 3 different finishes. But more finishes, more patterns are to come. So we're going to give you lots of opportunity to really expand on that endless possibilities with your customer. The next product update that we're really excited about is we are going to be adding PVC corners available for you to purchase for your shower wall systems. Essentially, what these do is they sit behind the panel and they just give you an added layer of reinforcement in waterproofing and flashing water. So what you do is you install these first, you put your panels and you glue them to this PVC corner. If at any time your house, the customer's house, if it shifts, expands, and that silicone joint failed for whatever reason, you now have an extra layer of security. The water will then hit this flashing and be directed down to the base. So this is going to prevent long-term issues. We know houses expand, shrink, especially with the seasons. If you live somewhere like Utah, we deal with this on a large scale. This is going to add confidence to the install. So your customer, you need to build their confidence. Some customers have been burnt in the past by failed shower systems. This gives them an extra layer of security, and it's kind of that, that warm feeling of, I know this is going to last. I know this is going to be right. So it's a cheap insurance policy. It's very easy to install. It's going to be very cheap for you guys to add into your offering. So we're really excited about that. Those two products, the drains and the PVC corners, we are expecting to be able to launch those in the beginning of the summer. So we're very close to having those live on the site. So keep an eye out for those. We have a little tease for you. Coming late 2026 or early 2027, we are going to be adding pre-built niches to our offering. These are not made out of Tyvarian. As you can see here in the picture, these are made out of stainless steel. They're powder coated. There's a couple different configurations on, square, or as you can see here, the arched. But we're really excited about these. What these offer you is a quick and easy niche that looks high end. It's going to be completely watertight. And once again, you're not relying on the skill of an installer to make this happen. Obviously, it takes the skill to get it in there, but it's more streamlined. It's simpler than what we currently offer for our niches. So our current offering for niches won't go away. There's still a need for that on the oversized or the very custom niche, but this is a good option for someone who just wants a plug and play niche. So keep an eye out for that. In researching these niches, we found a really cool video that we wanted to share with you. We find a lot of inspiration on YouTube, and we find a ton of inspiration from other companies, contractors. I mean, there's a million personalities on YouTube doing all sorts of things. We found this video that we wanted to share with you real quick. This kind of illustrates what we envision for the install process of one of these niches. So we're going to go ahead and play that for you, give you a little inspiration. This video is something, share it with your installers when you start doing these niches. There's tons of insight they can get from these kind of. What's interesting about this video is he's doing this in the home, which he's not super typical, but it's definitely doable the way he's doing it with using the vacuum, and he's got a great technique. he goes a step further by replacing material inside the niche. I think it could go either way. It looks great without, but it definitely is a high-end look to put the panel pieces back into that niche. So there you go. A quick little video by Winnie Designs. It has nothing to do with Tyvarian product, but it is an awesome video that gives us a lot of inspiration, and we're going, heck yeah, we want to be able to do that. So we're really excited about these niches that they're going to be coming out later this year. Endless possibilities out there. So there's tons of, off the shelf items that you can get right now on Amazon. So if you're using these right now, let me know. I want to hear about it. I want to hear what your experiences are. I want to see if there's anything that you like or that you hate about it. So any feedback is great at this time. Caden, what do you got for us as far as some marketing tips?
Perfect. Thanks. So, yeah, I just wanted to focus on a few different marketing tips. Now, each one of these are going to be very specific to each one of you guys, whether you guys think you guys should apply it or not. But our goal here is to help whether you guys are doing a lot of business with Tyvarian or just starting your own business, right? So, these are three different ways that you guys can implement or marketing tips that you guys can use without spending any money on your ads. So these will be super easy, super simple things that you guys can do this week. So the first one is being seen. As you guys know, the bathroom remodeling industry is very full of competitors, right? And we know that you guys are offering the same things, and normally at the end of the day you guys are just fighting over price. So we wanted to help you guys so you guys don't look the same as everyone else, and that mainly just comes down to end of the day is just your messaging, what you guys are pushing. So we know Tyvarian, you guys are all selling Tyvarian. So one thing that you guys could change in your guys' messaging is no grout, less maintenance. That was just a simple one-liner that you guys could use. And we want you guys to focus on what you guys can do. So if you guys are a quick bathroom install remodeling company, focus on that you guys can get it done in days, not weeks. Focus on what the customer is going to want, so you guys can differentiate yourself and not focus so much on battling over price. The second one that we wanted to focus on is being trusted. For example, when I go out of town, I know that I have no clue any of the restaurants that I'm going to go eat at, but I want to make sure that I'm picking the best place and what everyone likes in that specific area. So I'm always looking at the photos, the reviews, how many reviews they have. And we know you guys do the same things when you guys are buying products. When you guys looked up Tyvarian, you guys did your guys' research. So we want you guys to implement that same thing, but now in reverse effect. So when people are looking you guys up, what are they looking at? So that is all focused on your Google profiling. So these are two simple steps of just becoming more trusted. We wanted to focus on Atlas Plumbing. They're a plumbing company, but they do a ton of business with Tyvarian, which is awesome. So first thing is your photos. As you can tell in this photo here, they have 398 plus photos, and their photos aren't just finishes. They're everything. They're their customers, they're their employees, they're the before pictures, the during, the install photos, after, sometimes even where they've messed up, right? So they're just being completely transparent in front of everyone. So that is what people want. And when you're going to eat out, that's what you're looking at, is the whole process. And then the second part is the review process. As you can see, they didn't waste any time responding to Shelby's request. She gave an awesome review, and they responded that same day. That is super important because not only is that one review just because of Shelby's, but that is a second review. So it doubles your reviews. And that also helps because they include keywords. So asking your customers to leave reviews and leave reviews on specific things that they loved about your business, whether that's you were super quick, the bathroom looks amazing. When people look up bathroom remodelers, reviews also pop up as specific keywords, which keywords in definition are just specific things that are niche to bathroom remodelers. So I love the new tile that they put in, right? Or I love the Tyvarian product that they put in, or they were super fast at rebuilding my bathroom, right? Those are things that you are going to want to ask your customers to put in their reviews. And then the last thing is just being first. We wanted to make it a culture that everyone selling for Tyvarian and even us respond to people within 3 to 5 minutes of a request. When people come in and they leave a request or a query, they are emotional right now. That is something that they want. They just barely did research on everything about what they want as a bathroom remodel. And when they leave a request, they're ready for a quote. So since they are such warm leads, if you guys respond within 3 to 5 minutes, that the likelihood of them increasing either receiving a quote or a booking is super high. So this alone will just increase your bookings if you guys give them a call, if they aren't obviously able to answer a call, responding with a text, and then lastly an email, just because these are such warm leads and they're emotional at the moment. So in summary, we just wanted to go over what those are because obviously we talked a lot about just random marketing tips. The first one is being seen. Differentiate yourself with your competition. The second is being trusted. Go over those reviews and photos with your marketing sales manager and make sure that you guys are including everything in those reviews and photos. And then lastly, being first. Respond within those 3 to 5 minutes of a query. And we promise each and every single one of you guys, if you guys implement these things, you guys will see a big increase in bookings and in sales over these busy months. So yeah.
Thanks, Caden. I love this. I brainstormed with Caden. I said, what can we do? Let's try to keep this a 5-minute tip. And he came up with this acronym: be seen, be trusted, be first. I love that. It's short, it's simple. It's something I think we can all work on. So at Tyvarian, we're working on being seen and being trusted. At the end of the conference, we've got a survey for you. And at the end of the survey, we would love if you could give us a review on our Google profile, because we lack the being seen on the Google profile. We want to be seen and we want to be trusted. And I love the be first. I'm the king. I'm doing home remodel right now. I'll get excited about something, my new roof. I'll reach out and I don't hear back from the person. Then when they finally call me the next day, I avoid them like the plague. I don't know what it is, but I lost interest. 12 hours later, don't call me. I start screening the guy's number, and they probably get frustrated with that. But right in that first 3 to 5 minutes, man, I'm hot, and they can really capitalize on a sale there. So love that. Thanks, Katie. We want to thank you for joining our conference live. We're so excited when everyone jumps in and participates. We want to make this a good culture of learning and growing together. To get our conference gift, we want you to fill out this. If you take the link from this QR code, you'll have a quick little survey. We're going to give y'all a $25 Amazon gift card for just filling out that survey. So one per business, but we want you to go ahead and we want that survey done per business. We're really excited to hear what you have to say about how we're doing, and we would love a review from you. So if you can fill that out, we'll go ahead and send that electronically to you, that Amazon gift card. once again, we want to thank everyone for making Tyvarian great. We're hoping for an awesome year. It's going to be great. We're all gonna knock it out of the park this year. So once again, thank you for being here. Thank you for your business. Thank you for your trust. And we will talk to you again this fall in our fall dealers conference. So once again, thank you, everyone.